Hello, and welcome to the HEALcast. My name's Bobby, joined by my awesome co-host Morgan. Morgan, say hey.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're ready for the week of Thon. Grab your coffee. Let's get started.
You gotta be cutting your caffeine, Morgan. Come on, you know better than
Well, it's just me and yeah, okay, fair. Grab your
that.
coffee next week.
We'll have it next week. But this week, we are super excited to continue our dancer series. We are joined by Heels Thon 2020 dancers, which you've all already met because we've had them all on already. But we're just going to hop right into this. So we're going to start off with Liz. Liz, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm no longer a student at Penn State, and I just started as a lab tech at Merck, and yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Awesome. Moving right along, Brandon Tran.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a senior here, still not washed up yet.
Yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else you want me to say.
What are you doing this year?
Uh, well, just relaxing.
What are you doing for Thon this year?
I'm a captain on the Donor Alumni Relations Committee.
Yeah, not much. Just relaxing, hanging out, eating my chicken strips, petting my pug.
All right, Ethan. What's up?
Yo, what's up? My name's Ethan. I graduated 2020, and right now I'm working at Merck as a quality assurance associate specialist.
Sounds fancy.
It's not. It's really not.
Awesome. Moving on, Maggie.
Hi everyone, I'm Maggie. I'm the president this year. I am washed up. I'm in my 5th year. I'm just sticking around. So, hey guys.
And last but certainly not least, Sabrina.
Hey everyone, I'm Sabrina. I'm a senior. I'm excited for my last Thon, and I'm the FR chair this year with my co-chair Carson.
Cool, awesome, radical, spectacular, great. So
Nerdy poundy, some may say.
yeah, nerdy poundy, our favorite group me emote. I don't even know how we discovered, but it's too funny. So, we're just gonna go through. You guys wanna tell us? I think we've been starting off with, what did you guys do to sort of prep for dancing in Thon 2020? Since we know the process hasn't really changed to select dancers. I was here for that one, so I remember.
We'll go through the same list. So let's start with Liz.
Yeah.
What I change? I think, well, I started like walking more because I talked to Shannon and she said that was helpful. So just like walking in general, being on my feet, getting used to it. And also I went to bed really early all the time. And well, I kind of did that before anyway. But I think those are the two main things I did, and just not go out and just chill before.
Ding.
I don't know how to turn that off.
You're fine.
You're ruining everything.
You're ruining the whole podcast.
I just changed it.
You're literally fine. It's gonna be funny because people are gonna be listening and they're gonna hear that and they're gonna be like, "Oh, someone texted me," and they're gonna check their phone.
No, it's you guys texting me. The one.
Nope. Couldn't be us. Couldn't be us.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's just the script running in the background. This is obviously a scripted podcast. Could you not tell? All right.
Yeah, we really plan.
Yeah, right. You can tell I really know what I'm doing here, guys. All right, moving on.
All we have going for us is that Bobby has a good podcasting voice.
Hello, welcome.
Go, Brandon.
Brandon, what's up?
All right. So, pretty much, I was already like, funny story, like me and my brother were planning to enter a CrossFit competition. Like, it'd be like a couple weeks after Thon. So I was like already like training for that. But like as like Thon got closer, like I tried to like monitor like what I was doing. Like I didn't want to like overdo it and stuff. So definitely just trying to like still like exercise and then like keep myself like physically active, but not like overdo it and like get hurt because that would be like tragic right before. And then I also like tried to go to bed like at a normal time. I'm like notorious for like not sleeping. So like it was a real challenge for me, but got it done.
And we're proud of you for it. All right,
Let's hear it,
Let's
Ethan.
hear it.
All right, I'll be honest. I didn't change too much. I wanted to, but like already I wasn't drinking caffeine. So the one thing I tried changing was just how I ate, but like it did not work because I know the week of Thon I got Taco Bell. So I was eating like chicken strips, whatever, like all the greasy foods week of Thon. It didn't really change anything. Maybe a
Yeah.
few days before I ate well.
You had to get your carbohydrates in. You were carbo loading.
Exactly. That's why I was eating all that pasta.
It was all intentional. There was science behind it.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie.
My biggest thing was definitely coffee. I was drinking like 5 cups a day when I found out I was dancing, so I had to cut that back a little bit. I was a little bit salty about it, but it's fine. It was for the best because I still don't drink as much as I used to. But in addition to that, my roommate danced as well, so we tried to like hold each other accountable for stretching, and we walked to get food instead of driving. And then in addition, my mom's crazy and she was like, it's the new year. I'm going to do a Whole30. So I did it with her. I was hangry a lot, but it definitely helped me like sleep better. And I was a more healthy individual before Thon.
Awesome. And then Sabrina.
Like everybody pretty much said already, I walked a lot more. I lived pretty far away from campus and I got into the habit of sleeping in late and then driving in to make my classes. Probably risked a parking ticket a few times. But so I just tried to walk in more, get my steps in for the day. And then I just tried to get on a good schedule. I tried to get my work done early so that way I could get in bed, and I just found a routine worked for me really well. And eating as well, just eating. I didn't go as hard as Maggie did with the Whole30, but just eating clean, that definitely helped going into the weekend because I didn't crave any of the greasy foods while I was dancing. And it was probably for the better for my energy level.
Awesome. Ethan.
Wait, I actually have a question. Did you guys, before we go to Ethan, do you guys feel like when you ate on weekend, like something that would be considered like unhealthy? I mean, like say you ate like a piece of pizza instead of eating like, I don't know, something a little healthier than pizza. Like, did you feel like that actually affected your energy level? Like, did
Nah.
you feel like you lagged after you ate something bad?
Taco Bell gave him speed. Are you kidding me? That was his lifeblood.
Just balance it and eat an apple with it. Cancels out.
I
Drink
was
some
gonna
water.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
for me, food was just kind of like energy in general. So I know some people didn't eat as much, but whenever someone gave me food, I just kind of ate it. And I wasn't really thinking about like, oh, it feels heavy. Just, I should be eating this.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
like
whenever I eat, I never really realize if it feels better or worse. And I've seen people say, like intuitive eaters, be like, "Oh, like it made me feel like I had more energy," and I just don't think I have the brain power to distinguish. So, just wondering.
yeah, I remember like I like during Thon like I ate a bunch of like PB&Js, and honestly, I think that it really like fueled me through. I remember like one time it was like honestly this was like bad because it was like towards the beginning of the weekend too. I was like eating one and I was talking to Maggie, and then she like pointed at my shirt and was like, "What is that?" And I had some like jelly on my shirt, but I had to go find a napkin in
Like
the
all
bathroom.
down it.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god."
See, I was kind of
Okay,
different.
Ethan,
Food was really hard for me.
gotcha.
Just
I
throughout
know
the
I've
weekend.
heard
I
you say that
remember
before.
like, yeah, the PB&Js were super helpful, but they gave like us protein cookies at once and I wasn't eating. That was like the first actual sweets that I had all weekend, and even though it was supposed to be like with protein in it, it did not feel good.
Awesome. Not awesome, but like, all right, awesome. Move. Guys, I'm really prepared for this today. I can tell. You can all see that.
Ethan, you tell us next. Who's up next?
Yeah. What's up next, Ethan?
What's up next? Oh,
No, did you
um,
tell? He has to tell us what his things were.
Oh, tell us your things.
I already did.
Dude, I'm so out of it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Carmen's just getting in the car. So sorry, everyone. Did
It's a
everyone
very
go?
yeah, it's a very busy
Yeah.
week. This is the week before Thon, so we've all been a little stressed getting things
The week
together.
of Thon, Bobby.
Yeah.
Exactly. Literally, yes.
Even worse.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
podcast will go live like 24 hours before people stand.
No, all good.
wait.
Did everyone go
Oh,
with their thing, or are we good?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, I was distracted
ahead.
trying to get my off. Okay. Wait, what was the question? About
The things that you
Exactly.
did to prepare. You already
Oh.
went.
Everybody went.
I think
Oh,
you're good.
everybody went.
This is
We were talking
Okay,
about
sorry.
food, Liz.
No, I
I got
thought
a
we were
little
talking
sidetracked.
about
Liz, you went first.
what?
You went first for the
No,
question.
I thought the question changed, and I thought people were talking about what foods helped them during.
that is now the question. So what foods helped you, Liz, to get through Thon weekend?
I'm so okay. Anyway, well, the one food that was given to me the most was a pretzel, soft pretzel, and at one point I was given 5 soft pretzels by 5 different people, and I stocked them up in a corner, and I still ate them, but I put like a paper towel down. But after I ate them, it kind of actually destroyed me, and my DRCM was like, "Don't eat any more carbs. Like you need to go for a walk or something." But that was my main food. Yeah, and juice. I really like juice.
What
I didn't
flavor
know Liz
juice?
was a squirrel.
Um, what? I think I got a lot of apple juice and I think cranberry juice. And I
Ooh.
usually don't drink that, but I was just happy to drink anything that wasn't water, I think, at that point.
I respect it. All right, Brandon. What food was your lifeblood?
I already went, but it was PB and J.
You didn't already go. We just started the question, remember?
No, he did because we switched the question halfway through. Ethan, you can go.
Get me out of here.
All right. My favorite food was the oatmeal. I thought the oatmeal was so good at Thon.
Unpopular
Boo.
opinion.
What is
That is a
wrong
joke.
with
That's
That's
a joke.
incorrect.
That is a joke. The oatmeal was so bad at Thon. I didn't
Shannon
know.
calls it sad porridge.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to sad porridge. But my actual favorite food was I honestly don't remember what I ate.
Roots.
Did I eat? Oh yeah, Roots was the best. Yeah, definitely. I miss Roots.
Okay, unpopular opinion. Roots has changed this year, and I think it's not as good as it once was.
I think Roots is still really good.
Anyone else? Sabrina, Maggie, can you guys back me on this, or you think that it's so good?
What's different about it this year?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I've had just a couple bad experiences as far as like my order getting messed up, which wasn't that big of a deal. Like that doesn't it just I feel like the quality of like some things whenever I eat Roots, it just makes me feel like very like draggy almost. So actually that's a perfect example of food affecting my energy level. But like I don't know, I can't like put my finger on it, but I've definitely heard other people say this, such as my roommates.
I did have Roots once this semester, and I did get sick from it. So maybe you're right. Now that I think about it,
No, I think you're wrong.
Nothing against Roots. I still like Roots. I'm just saying I feel like maybe I changed my order or something. So maybe I need
don't
to
know.
just work myself out.
I was violently ill. I was like projectile, like a rocket,
Okay.
like boom, straight up.
That's great.
So
Like a rocket,
before we get any
nice.
further, I just want to thank our sponsor for this podcast today is Roots FTK.
I thought you were gonna say Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, shout out Roots. Give us money.
Woo-woo. Or food.
Or food, literally either.
But not to Morgan.
I
Or
love
Bobby.
Roots. It's just I don't know, man. Maybe I did something else that night, but
I really
it
have
got
to
me.
monitor how I'm feeling after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You on the first day when they gave it out for free?
No.
Oh,
Now I'm sad. I didn't get free Roots.
yeah.
We
well,
got it right, Max. Didn't we
Yeah,
stand
we
in
did.
line?
We stood in line forever, but it was
You
worth
goons.
it. We also
I think
live
that's the
right
only
behind
time I've had it.
so
Okay, Maggie, your favorite food fun weekend?
Ooh. So I mentioned once that I liked goldfish, and then everyone and their mother brought me goldfish throughout the weekend, which was great. I appreciate that. But I gotta say, it was definitely either Bobby dropping me down an entire roots bowl, only a small period of time before they gave the dancers free roots,
I was so upset.
or or the cheese sticks that magically
sticks.
appeared in the literally last hour of Thon, because we waited all weekend for those, and then we found them, and Brandon and I splurged. We ate so many cheese sticks. It was actually probably very unhealthy for us, but it was 10 out of 10, I gotta say.
All right, Sabrina, what was your favorite foods?
Definitely the peanut butter and jellies. They were my top. And then I think I had white cheddar Cheez-Its at some point. I think. And they were
That's
pretty
fire.
good. So definitely probably those two.
Cool.
All right, peanut butter and jelly with grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
Ooh.
I got it a mix. It depended what I was in the mood for. Most of the time I got grape, but sometimes I got strawberry. Never the Nutella and peanut butter though. I just couldn't bring myself to get it.
Yeah, I just got it with the
Nutella
grape
and peanut
jelly.
butter sounds so good.
Where's my orange marmalade? Any
Out of
Paddington?
Thon's budget. Too fancy.
Any Paddington
Yo,
Bear
what?
fans?
We're
I know
college
what you're talking
students.
about. Bobby.
Orange marmalade. It's literally just orange jelly.
I like peanut butter and ubiquitin.
Me too. That's my favorite, actually.
That's
Ethan, I
the
love you.
PB2. That's the powder peanut butter protein
Yeah,
powder.
maybe it's in that.
Maybe it
I eat
is.
that.
I have some of that downstairs.
I love that stuff.
Cuts all the fat out.
Yeah. 10 out of
All
10.
right.
Okay, go ahead, Bobby.
We don't usually ask this one, but I was curious. Did you guys have like a thon like song that you like vibe to really hard during the weekend?
Like just a song.
Just like
in
a song,
general?
like Shannon would play "I'm a Believer" on repeat
Okay.
for 36 hours. Like, you guys have a song that you would listen to an unhealthy amount? Ethan, maybe The Box.
No, I think I was over that by then.
Unlucky.
I liked "Boy by Brockhampton."
That's a good song.
don't
Rockhampton
think
is a
I-
very talented dude.
He is. Actually, it's
Oh.
2 people.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Wow,
Wait,
fake
are you
fan.
serious?
I'm dead serious. I thought Brockhampton was a literal guy's name.
No, Bobby. It's
No.
like actually 6 people. I'm kidding.
Is it only one or is it two?
No,
it's
it's
like
6.
6 people.
Guys,
serious?
A whole
stop.
group of guys. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
Are you
stop.
lying? No, I think you guys
You guys are
joking.
lying. You are
No,
just.
Guys.
seriously.
You guys are
Guys,
out of
Bob-
control tonight.
Dead
Bobby's just salty because he's not as big of a fan as he thought he was.
What?
Bobby.
I thought I was
Look.
gonna Google Brockhampton. It was just gonna be this one guy being like, "Hey, I'm
Group.
Brockhampton."
A group.
Which one of them's named Brock?
And
None.
who's Ham?
Which one's
That's the
Hampton?
crazy thing.
It's Brock plus Hampton. Brockhampton. No.
All of their names are Brock.
If everybody's Brock, nobody's
Every
Brock.
single one of their names is Brock.
I'll take my frying pan and use it as a drying pan.
Okay.
Brandon got that. Brandon got that. That was a Brock call out. He got it. Anyways, that was a good one. That's a thinker.
Anyone else favorite song?
I don't think I had a single favorite song during the weekend. I kind of just like, I honestly didn't really like listen to like headphones a lot during it, and it was just whatever like was playing through the BJC.
Liz,
Yeah.
I know
All
you
right,
were
I can
vibing.
respect it.
To what? Just in
To-
general.
Just to what song? What song are you vibing to?
I did not listen to any of my own music the entire weekend. But you know, Cash really had me. It was really good. I jumped a lot around that time. That was at the end too. So, but yeah, I really like Cash.
Cash
I
Cash
haven't
was
listened to him since, but I think I am gonna start.
Cash was right after pep rally, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we thought Post Malone or the Jonas Brothers were gonna come to
I
Thon?
was so
Don't.
I knew Post Malone was gonna be there. And
Wait.
unlike Brockhampton, Post Malone is actually a real person instead of like some sort of weird Voltron like creation of 6 guys. The Power Rangers Zord or whatever.
Wait, I forgot. That just reminded me. I forget who, but someone like came up to me and they were like, "Brandon, Quinn 92 and AJR are like coming to Thon." And then at one point, I think they switched to just Quinn 92. So I like they like were so certain about it. And then I was like, "Oh my god!" And then
It must be true.
I think Hannah Hess was talking about them.
I don't
Like
remember.
she thought it was
Someone,
gonna
like,
be them.
Someone told me that, and then I got so excited all weekend, and then I was so disappointed when it wasn't when Quinn never
Does
came.
Quinn have any songs where he just like doesn't say a bad word in them? Because that was like I thought Post Malone was coming, and everyone was like, "What would Post Malone sing at Thon?"
Sunflower over and over.
And I sat there and I was like, maybe you guys are onto something
Yeah.
because
Just Sunflower on repeat for the full
but
hour.
that's him and Sway Lee. Like Sway Lee is half the vocals, I think.
Yeah, then they
I haven't
just
heard
have you ever
Sunflower.
been to a concert where they just voice over the other person who's not there?
Perhaps.
Anyone
you-
else have a go to bop?
I
Okay,
feel
Bobby,
like
what was your
I
question?
made.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Go ahead, Maggie.
We are so out of it today, guys.
Oh,
It's
Maggie, your opinion does
unimportant.
not
It's
matter.
fine.
This is just gonna be titled like HEALcast blooper episode.
it's because I can't see you guys, so I can't tell when you're gonna talk.
Is Carmen in the car?
Carmen's next to me. Carmen, say hi. Can you
Hi,
hear it?
Carm.
Carm.
Hello.
Here, wait, I'll
Yeah.
give her one of my headphones. Here you go.
Carmen is is now an unofficial host of the HEALcast.
Did you hear her?
No.
Yeah.
I heard a laugh.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi,
Hello.
Carmen.
Hello.
She has one of my AirPods in. It's like we're the same person.
Oh my gosh. They're merging this
Wait,
weekend,
you
in
aren't?
case anyone doesn't know.
If anyone was wondering, we're actually going to tie one of our legs together. So he will really only have 5 dancers because me and Carmen will be doing it with 3 legs and 2 arms.
Like a 3-legged race.
Yup.
I feel like you guys would do a 3-legged race like normal people do a regular race. Like the two of you just like are sprinting in like a normal like race, and the two of you are just taking off, and like
Well, it's 'cause we
Usain Bolt is
practice.
trailing behind.
Well, if you want to know something, we have been finishing each other's sentences recently. Like, no joke.
Perfect.
Like the other day, she said to me, she said, "Do you know what's making me really what's really frustrating?" And I said, "Is it that you can't post on your Facebook that we're dancing for the full 46 hours?" Bobby, you're gonna have to cut that out. And she was like,
Morgan, why do you
she was
do
like,
this?
"How did
like,
you know?"
now I have to do work.
Wow, that sounds like some witchcraft. Some witchcraft. How did you do that?
All right.
That's
bet.
wild. Okay, we'll resume normal podcast now, and we'll pretend like we didn't. We'll pretend like I didn't just say that.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, so continuing on, Bobby,
Well-
I think you had a question.
Well, Maggie had an answer.
No,
Oh,
it's
Go,
okay.
go
But
Maggie.
I
No,
think
no,
it's
no,
the
Maggie,
time
you
is,
gotta
no,
go.
no, no,
You
the
gotta
time
go.
is the time is
The-
past for
The
it.
time has passed.
The time has come.
Okay,
The
I'm
time
sorry.
Is now.
Maggie, I wanted to hear it.
It's really okay. I was just gonna say I made like a whole playlist of like 4 hours worth of music and probably listened to like 10 minutes the entire weekend. So
Did the
Gotcha.
exact same thing.
yeah. You get so distracted.
It happens.
Well, Sabrina, you had that one song, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did anybody else silent rave besides me? Because I did Every Time We Touch. That was my silent rave song.
I silent raved at some point, but what song it
Yeah,
was
me,
to?
Liz, and you. I think we're the only people
Yeah.
there. That,
What did we do it to though?
They
Oh,
had
no, I
those
don't think
things in the back in the
I
South
don't know.
Annex.
I don't. Matt, you weren't there. I was with. It was me, Liz, and Sabrina that did it
Oh.
with Heal. Like we all did it.
I did one with Heal too, but I can't remember what the song was.
There.
It might have been every time we touch.
I just know when we did it, I kept accidentally replaying the song on my phone because I was holding it, and people were looking at me like mouthing the words, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I didn't just start it." And I came down.
You know what would be a great like sing along song though? Such an old bop by the Queen Rihanna, Umbrella.
Oh,
Oh,
That is
you're
one of
right.
my favorite songs ever.
We should put that on the playlist for this year.
we
We
should.
should.
Absolutely. Who
It-
did the thing in the South Annex? Because that was so cool, and I didn't
That
get a
was
chance to do
fun.
it.
Like the actual like silent disco that they
Oh,
put
Ethan.
on.
Yeah, didn't they
That
like
was
have
so
headphones that
fun.
like would sync you up with everybody?
Yeah, and you could change the channel and stuff, and it would be like different colors.
Oh, that is
That
so
got
cool.
me through whatever time of the weekend that was. That was amazing.
Cool.
Do you think that we'll still silent rave this year, or do you think the silent rave will go dormant for a year?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's always
Will
room
we
for a silent rave.
But is there a need for a silent rave when you can just play your own music? I don't know.
No, that's a fair
You know, like
point.
over the speaker.
Hey man, we'll figure it out. That's a this weekend question. You know, we're
Yep.
not that far ahead yet.
It's
No,
only Wednesday night.
I wasn't asking you guys to answer the question. I'm just saying, like, do you think dancers will ask for silent raves since we can put on our own songs?
I don't
I
know,
don't know,
dancer.
Morgan,
Will you
or
ask
Yeah.
for
do you
silent
want us to
raves?
unrave?
Like,
It's not. Oh, it wasn't like a legit. It was like a hypothetical, a
Okay,
rhetorical
other
question.
dancer in the car.
get
Morgan
your,
is using this as any opportunity she can get to squeeze info out of us.
yeah, she's got
Yeah.
us in a vice
No,
grip right now.
you guys like think that I'm trying to squeeze information out of you when I'm not. I was just genuinely asking, do you think that for a year the silent rave will go extinct? It's a
fine.
rhetorical question. I
You
wasn't
can't
asking
see,
you to
we're
plan my
laughing,
silent rave.
Morgan. It's okay.
You
Oh
know,
my god,
salty.
you guys get me so worked up.
It's all right. Anyways, moving on. What was everyone's favorite memory from the weekend? What event happened, like Cash, that was like, oh, okay, this is the best? Liz, you're up first. No pressure.
Like just one.
Yeah, like what event, like performer? Let's go performers. Or
Oh.
like maybe Jump Rope Kids. I don't know.
Bungie.
I thought, okay.
Bungie.
Wait. I thought they were called the Buggy Jumpers. Apparently, they're called the Bungee Jumpers, which is silly because they don't do bungee jumping.
They're jump roping with one of those people that were in it the one year, or my neighbor, because they did like a jump rope thing, like a team.
Can I get an autograph?
I'll ask her.
With your stuff.
Yeah. Hit her up.
But-
Say, hey, Miss Bungee Jumper,
Yeah, it's
help
really
me out.
What made you think that buggy jumpers made more sense?
Because they're like kids, so it's like the little buggies. Like,
Oh,
listen, Maggie. All right.
For anyone listening that doesn't get this context, we had a fun little alumni get together, and Kylie said that one of her favorite things about Thon is the bungee jumpers, and I said, were those the jump roping like kids? And then Bobby insisted that they were called the buggy jumpers.
I would put money down that they still are the buggy jumpers.
We
This is like that.
found their Instagram.
This is like the Mandela effect with like the Berenstein Bears or like the Monopoly guy's monocle. You know, like
What?
where you are certain that something is one way, but it turns out it never was. It's a real thing.
How does that relate to the Berenstein Bears?
I don't know. It just look up the Mandela effect. It's like a big thing with the Berenstein Bears and the Monopoly guy and the Pringles guy. I don't know. One of them has a monocle or something.
Wait,
It's
isn't
Mr.
the Monopoly
Peanut.
guy the same guy as the Pringles guy?
I don't know. Maybe.
You guys should just stop while you're behind.
Yeah.
okay. So my favorite moment, my favorite performance.
Yes, Liz.
I think I didn't have a specific favorite performer. My favorite technically performer was the Nittany Lion, I guess, just being near him, being in the same room as him. Yeah, that in general. And I'm trying to think. It was I keep wanting to say who was the first person, and I keep wanting to say it's like Dua Lipa, but it was not Dua Lipa.
It was not Dua Lipa. It was.
Oh,
Daya.
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 Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I liked her too. She was cool.
I
And
wish it was
that
Dua
picture of her
Lipa.
hairline is so cute.
Awesome. All right, Brandon.
So I'm gonna answer both questions. So my favorite performer, it was probably Cash as well. Like he was honestly, like I didn't know what to expect, and I remember like it was like me and like Kimberly um were like just jamming along to it. And then I think my favorite moment was like I remember like when Caroline had like all of like the sticks and she was just running around like a little rocket, like hitting everyone. I think that was like a really fun moment.
She really.
You, what do you say, Liz?
I said she really like went after Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
she was vicious.
Like she'd like lightly tap us, and then she'd be like, Brandon.
I think my favorite was everybody. But
What kind of answer was that?
no, I think Go Go Gadget was cool.
I agree.
He's always cool.
Bay,
Are you
you-
kidding?
You're
Bay.
messing with me. You're okay. Oh, so Brockhampton is 6 guys, but Go Go Gadget's 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby, don't you go to Thon?
I guess I've never been to Thon, guys. I go to Thon with the buggy jumpers and the single person Brockhampton. Dua Lipa
Bobby goes to
performing.
Thon at a branch campus.
You guys aren't in Penn State Abington right now? What's going on?
Bobby, at that point when that was all happening, I think like we were both just collapsing onto one another in the stands.
Probably. All right, Maggie, what was your favorite performance of the weekend?
Oh, okay. So I feel like the basic answer, Go Go Gadget, it comes at such a time that you need it too. But these are not really performers, kind of like the Nittany line for Liz. I'm obsessed with the men's basketball team, like obsessed. And Lamar Stevens and John Harr came down and I got pictures with both of them. And it's my favorite thing ever because John Harr is like 6'5" and I have a picture next to him and he's like so awkwardly like holding me and I'm like, and that was my favorite thing ever.
It's a great picture.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys-
a great
You guys
picture.
look like 2 peas in a pod.
Yes,
A
exactly.
very large pod because he is 6'5".
Fun fact, I took Econ 102 with Miles. Is his name Miles Dread? Miles something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Someone
Is
named
that his name?
Miles.
Yeah.
I took Econ 102 with him. And by that I mean he had no idea who I was, and I would always be like, "Yo, he's on the basketball team." And sometimes his coaches would stand outside our class.
So you're basically best friends.
So basically, he totally remembers me, and he would remember our Econ 102 at freshman year.
No, my biggest flex is I took, I don't know what it was, like Earth 100 or 101 or something, like a basic science class. And Lamar Stevens used to only come on Fridays and he would sit next to me and cheat off of my clicker quizzes. And I let him because I love him. So,
Because we needed him to play in the basketball
Yes.
game.
This is a modern day
Academic
love story.
integrity at its finest.
He's really just like us.
yes.
Right? Seriously.
Celebrities, they're
Just
just like us.
6'7".
Yeah, they're just really
he
tall.
6'7"?
versions of us.
I don't know how tall he is. He's very tall though.
All right,
I think
before we
he's
get
already
too far,
gone.
yeah, before we get too far down this rabbit hole into Wonderland, Sabrina, let's finish this out. What was your favorite performer of the weekend?
Ooh. Any other year, it would probably be Go Go Gadget, but I was so far out of it by the time he got out there that I couldn't enjoy it as much as I normally would have. So I probably have to go with Cash Cash because that I think when he was out, Brett was down on the floor, and it was me, Brett, Josh, and Eli, and Cora, and Brett just really brought the energy. That was like the person that you wanted down there when Cash Cash came out.
Definitely.
That's fair.
Morgan, what was your favorite performer? or event?
Fun fact, I wasn't there for a single performer last year. Those were all my sleep shifts.
Wow, you must have had a
Wow.
great thought. My
I
favorite
had-
performer.
I wasn't even there for pep rally last year. All my sleep shifts were during every single performer, except for, of course, Go Go Gadget.
It's all right. I wish I wasn't there for pep rally. Didn't you guys all skip pep rally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You goobers. Hiding out in the back. I don't blame you, dude. It gets loud. It's like late Saturday night. Not really late, but like it feels late.
You also just can't move around. There's too
Yeah.
many people on the floor.
My favorite performer is Lenina Crown. Those guys are the best. They absolutely kill it. Sorry, Corner Brothers, but you got nothing compared to these guys. They're the best band in State College, guaranteed.
Oh, actually, I have something to add. I was freshman year. I was on the floor for Andy Grammer. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
So I was on DAR that year. Shout out Brandon. And
Shout out
Was he your
Dart.
captain?
no, yes, Brandon was my captain that year. Anyway,
Perfect.
actually, shout out Joy and Burke. Those were my captains, which they definitely don't listen to this podcast. But anyway, and so I was working like the alumni or the like special entrance where like the Four Diamonds, um, like the people who work for Four Diamonds and like families and stuff came in, and they came over and they were like, "Does anyone want to go on the floor? Andy Grammer's here," and I was like, "I do." So a couple of us got to go and see him.
I wish
That's my
people-
story.
I wish people just came to me and were like, "Hey, you want to go on the floor Thon weekend?" I'd be like, yes, I would like to do that. That's a thing I'd like
Well,
to
and
do.
I was also only there for like probably 5-10 minutes, and then I went back. So,
Okay, well,
but it was pretty cool as a freshman.
yeah, I agree. All right, so as we all know, Thon weekend begins this Friday, February 19th, right at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, to the 21st.
So we're on a little bit of crunch time. Do you guys have any like last minute advice to anyone who's dancing this year? Just assume it's a regular year, I guess, right? Because it's hard to put it. So, we'll actually go in reverse order because Liz, I know you're thinking of something good to say. I can see it in your face. So we're gonna start with Sabrina. Any last minute game time decision advice to any dancers?
I would say just to soak it all in. And I know you said assume it's a regular year, but even though it's not, I think that's what's going to really make it special for the dancers this year. I know we have a lot of very personal things planned. They're going to get to do a lot of things that they normally wouldn't get to do on weekend, and a lot of it's going to be catered towards them, towards Heal, which is awesome because like when we danced, everything was for Thon, which was great, and it's always like that. But now it's really like they're finishing their dancing for Heal, and Heal's helping them through this. So just don't forget why you're doing it. Keep your head up the entire time. Think of the families. Think of any family members that you have that could be cheering you on from home, friends, and that's what's going to really keep you going throughout the weekend. You guys are going to do great if you're listening to this, and I am so, so, so proud of you.
Damn, tough to follow, but you're gonna have to do it. Maggie, let's hear the advice.
Yeah, yikes. Okay. Definitely appreciate it. It's going to be the greatest weekend of your life. Everyone is going to tell you that. What they're not going to tell you is you're not going to remember it, every little piece of it. And that it's going to honestly, you're going to look back and it's going to be a blur. So even in the hard moments, appreciate that you're there, that you were chosen to do it, why you're doing it, and just really, really enjoy it. Take in every little moment. And don't be afraid to turn to people for help. I know that was a big thing for me. I would get like really in my head. It was more mental for me. I didn't want people to like see that I was struggling or upset. But like that's why our org is there. We're there to support you. If you need a hug, if you need someone to talk to, or you just like need someone to walk around with you, like that is why that like our org is there. We're there to support each other. So don't ever be afraid to like ask for that support throughout the weekend.
Perfect. Ethan.
Yeah, Maggie and Sabrina really hit the nail on the head, but just try to take it all in, live in the moment. Um, it feels like a long time while you're there, but right after it ends, like literally the next days, you're gonna miss it right away. So one piece of advice, I guess, to say something different is just make sure you take a lot of pictures so that years after it, you can truly look back at it. And when you do forget everything, you have something that you can look at.
Awesome. Brandon.
Yeah, what they said.
I bet.
But I would say But I would say, and in like addition to like what everyone just said, like, um, even like especially like this year, like you'll like be able to do things that like if you were in the BJC like you weren't. So like I know like for me at least, hair wash was the best time, literally the best time of the weekend. Like I felt so recharged after that. And I know like most of the times, like hopefully like you'll be able to like get a shower or something. Like, and I think that'll really refresh you um, through the weekend. Even if it's just washing your hair and like taking a break from like everyone. So like there are like a lot of positives, and I know like um, I think the biggest thing is like hopefully like everyone is just like still together. I know like that was like the big thing that we like did last year. Like we like try to stay together for as much of it as possible. I know like when like people's like families came, like we'd let them like have their space. But we like as anyone that has ever been to Thon, the admission system for Thon is terrible. It is really hard to get floor passes. So like when that like happens and stuff, at Sabrina, uh, uh,
Yikes.
Oops.
you really just have to like lean on each other, and I think that's like the biggest key for dancing. So.
Yeah, just for some great answer, but just for some background there, Sabrina's parents might have forgotten that they were supposed to return their passes when they left the floor last year, so there was a little bit of time where Heel did not have a active pass list because we had overdue passes, but it's fine. It was early in the weekend. We got around it. It's not a big deal. They didn't do it on
Heel still
purpose.
loves you, mom and dad.
We still love you, mom and dad. You're the best. It's okay. Accidents happen. It's all good. And with that, Liz, you have had the most time to come up with the most elaborate answer. I am excited for what you're about to say.
So first piece of advice. This isn't just something I wish I did. Change your socks more often than you think you need to, because your feet will itch and it won't go away. And it's really weird. So change your socks. Second, if you feel like, first of all, lean, like everyone said, lean on your dancers, lean on everyone there because they're there for you. People who are coming in, they're there to help you. And I know anytime I was not like, anytime I was feeling down or alone, I just had to look up at the stands, someone would come down, or I could look at one of my co-dancers and they would come with me. So definitely lean on everyone there. They're there for you. They're like your family. And just remember why you're there, what you're doing it for. Try to keep positive, keep yourself moving, definitely. And yeah, just have fun, take pictures. Don't, you're gonna want to have all those photos later. I know I still look at all of them now and just remember what I was doing. Take videos too. I have so many. And I don't know, just enjoy it.
Awesome. So you guys all mentioned like how you don't remember parts of the weekend. That's actually crazy. It's like you never think about some of like the mental effects of being up for 46 hours, but it makes sense. You guys are like werewolves. Like lycanthropy hits hard, dude. Like I don't know. You just forget everything that happens in the night and everything you did, and you wake up the next day and you're like, "Oh yeah, I guess something happened." Like so it's pretty crazy, but yeah, great advice, guys. Hopefully you still remember as much as you can. I know you have a lot of pictures. I have some pictures too, so if you ever need them, hit me up. We have great pictures together, I promise, all of us.
We have a great picture together.
Oh yeah, we do. But with that, we are now at the time in the podcast where we do the thing where we ask the questions that we always ask, which
Dun,
you've
dun,
all already had
dun!
because you've all already been on the podcast. So, without
This is
further
our
ado,
final week of guessing.
yeah, next year or next week is gonna be like, all right, reaction.
Yeah, seriously, we'll dissect. That'll be next week's podcast, just a dissection of the line dance. Anyway, any final additions to what you think will be in the line dance this year? Let's hear it.
Did they make it already? Like, is it?
It 100%
Yeah.
exists.
Gonna be before February.
Yeah.
GameStop to the moon.
That should Diamond Hands
Yeah.
really should be in it, but I don't know if it will.
Well, okay, for reference, last year the line dance was done and then Kobe Bryant passed away. So it did get added.
They leave
So
gaps,
if it
don't
was
they?
They leave gaps that they can fill, I
yeah.
think.
So
But I
if
feel
it's
like
huge, they'll definitely add it.
I feel like there hasn't been anything like super huge that's happened.
Yeah,
I feel like
Shout
this
out.
whole
Now
year's
it's
just been
less
huge.
than 2 days before
Shout
Thon.
out my
so.
man Rush Limbaugh, who actually passed away today. That happened, but probably won't be in the line dance. Um,
Not to break the fourth wall, but it is Wednesday, everyone who's listening.
it is Wednesday, my dudes. Ah!
Hmm.
You guys
Anything else that you guys think will be in there?
There were a few famous people that just passed, but clearly not famous enough because I can't even remember them
There,
right now.
how many members of the Brockhampton sextuplets?
Yeah, that would be six sextuplets.
Yeah. How many Brockhampton members? Are they down to one guy yet?
Not
yet.
Bobby.
I think the only thing that I could think of that could be added, which was like at the beginning of the month, was the Super Bowl, but I don't know.
Tom Brady
Tom
could
Brady.
definitely be added.
Other than that, I don't know. I really can't think of anything.
I mean, Texas can't handle themselves with a little snow, but
That probably
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe something about like Amazon and people using Amazon. I don't know. That's all I can
Maybe.
think.
Bezos stepping down.
Yeah.
could be, yeah.
Oh, I don't follow the news as much as
It's tough because we're so close. So
Which
more
year
of
did
a-
Elon Musk have his child and named it that
Kyle.
absurd?
That's that. No one has mentioned that. That should be on this one.
What
no,
is
that
the
was
kid's name?
before last Thon, wasn't
It's
it?
like
No, that was
XY
this year.
XY
137.
something
The
something.
AE symbol.
I'm gonna look when
How
he
do
was
you
born.
say it though?
Kyle. It's pronounced Kyle. It's pronounced
Can you
KYLE.
imagine? Can you imagine the first day of school?
There's
the
no way
teacher's
he
like-
actually named the kid that.
That's a teacher's worst nightmare.
it.
Let me tell
seriously,
you.
Maggie.
Don't spell your kids' names funky. It's just gonna end up with teachers messing them up. We're not miracle workers. Like,
Yo, what? Tell me what teacher isn't gonna look at that name and instantly know it's Kyle? You should. Who
A
else
lot of
has
them.
the AE mathematical equation in their name?
True.
Everyone in the world should know it's Kyle.
you're right. An elementary school teacher is gonna be like,
Yeah, if they've ever been on
Kyle.
Reddit, they will. If they ever been on Reddit, they'll be like, "Oh, that's Kyle."
Except
I
for
don't
that
know
it
what they-
does probably say Musk at the end, so that you could probably put it together.
fair enough.
It does fit in this time frame. He was born on May 4th.
Kyle.
Dear God.
May the 4th be with you.
Kyle Musk.
Okay. We'll
Copyright.
finish with this question and then this will be our final podcast before Thon. Sniffle sniffle. Okay. This one's a bit more serious. Bobby, would you like to ask it?
Yeah. What does Thon mean to you? We will start with Liz. If you're not ready, never mind. We'll be starting with Sabrina.
You can keep it like the
Whoa,
Cliff
whoa.
Notes. You can
All
keep
right,
it the
never
Cliff
mind. We will
Notes version
start
if you
with
would like.
Ethan. Ethan, what does Thon mean to you?
All right.
You thought you were safe in the middle.
Yeah, I did. I'll say Thon to me is more about the people that like are part of the journey. So not really just like Heal, but also the families that we support. So the Tuckies and the Hesses. Of course, it's all the families involved, but I mean, the families that we actually talk to on a regular basis are the ones that leave the biggest impact on us, I'd say. And then just also seeing all of the inspired people in Heal, just seeing how hard they'll fight for Thon is really powerful. So I think all that encaps whatever. That is what Thon is.
Awesome. Brandon.
Yeah, so I think for me, with like questions like why Thon and like what does Thon mean to me like change every year. But I would say like this year, so like Thon has been putting a big for like committees, they've been putting a big emphasis on like the bereaved families. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like for children that lost their battle. And I was lucky enough for my committee retreat. We were able to have one of the families, the Dominique Bigler family, come and like talk to us. We got to like interact with them, and I think that like really impacted me because like they've been like 6 years. Like Dominique passed away 6 years ago, and they're still, or maybe like 7 now, and they're still coming back, and they want to like be still involved, and that just shows how much of an impact that we have. So I think that's like the one thing that's really like showed me how like it like gave me like a tangible like piece of evidence of like how we're impacting like all these families. And additionally, I would say like especially like this year with everything being virtual, the thought of like Dawn isn't a place like is like a huge idea. And I remember when the Dawn was going from rec hall to the BJC, there was a lot of um like uproar about it because there was a family that was speaking at a Dawn event recently, and they were talking about it, and they were saying how like people kept saying, "Oh, like Dawn's not gonna have the same atmosphere," but her whole thing was like Dawn isn't like the place, the venue that it's at. Like, of course, like it's nice, and obviously like the transition to the BJC like worked out well. But like Dawn isn't just February 19th through the 21st. Like it's a year long um, fundraising effort, and I think that's also something that's been like what keeps me going this year. Even though like it does get hard sometimes, like those two things have really like, kept me going this year. So those are two reasons why Dawn is like the most important thing in my life right now.
Awesome. Maggie.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit hard to follow, but I think that Brandon's right in that it changes all the time, and that's a huge part of it because it should be taking on new meaning as you're like actively involved, because you get to meet new people, you get to hear their stories. And I think that Thon is just, it's that community, it's coming together, and supporting each other, and just the families. I mean, we are so incredibly lucky, and I think sometimes we forget that we have two healthy Thon children, and there are people who have lost their children. There are orgs who aren't even paired with families. And yet our families choose to come back to us year after year because they feel that we offer them something. So I think that like just to like know that we are able to continue to give them that like feeling of hope, as Kim and Kate always say, and family, and just that constant support. It goes so far beyond just being an actively like in active treatment as a cancer child, because cancer unfortunately doesn't just affect you in that like time frame that you have it. It affects you later in life, it affects your family, your friends, and it's just really incredible to see a whole community of people who, if given the right mindset, like they know that Thon is not a place, like it is, it's a whole atmosphere, and it's just, I don't know, it makes me happy, it makes my heart happy. So
That's a great answer. All right. Sabrina, are you ready now?
Give it a shot. So it's easy for people who don't go to Penn State to say how great Thon is just based on what they're seeing for that weekend. And like Brandon had mentioned, to us, Thon isn't just that weekend. The people viewing it on the outside, they're not here year round, and they don't see the effort and the dedication from every single Penn State student involved to the Thon community. And I think that alone is just absolutely incredible. And I am so honored to have been able to be a part of this for 4 years. And it just honestly, Thon is hope. Thon brings hope to all people involved, all families involved, whether they're in active treatment or have moved on and are in remission. It is just hope for a better tomorrow, which is one of the greatest things you could have. And especially in a year like this, where everything is going to look very different, I think it's amazing that we have the opportunity to share what Thon means to us to such a wider range of people with this virtual platform. And I'm really proud of how everybody's been taking advantage of that. There's been so many virtual challenges just to spread Thon's mission and share what Thon means to you. And I think that the fact that there are so many people dedicated to going on their Facebook and putting up a video, there's people I know that have put information out there and put videos of themselves who normally aren't comfortable doing that. And just to see people step out of their comfort zone for all for this one cause, I just think that just shows the sheer power of it, and it shows how incredible the Thon community is, and the feedback that that we've gotten from our families this year so far has been nothing short of amazing. They are sticking with us through this all. It's been so hard for us this year working in times like this, but just to know that they know that we're there for them. But as Maggie said, we're lucky to have two healthy families, and they kind of have turned that around and have been supporting us too. So Thon really isn't just the students supporting families, it's people supporting people. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things that could ever happen at Penn State.
All right, awesome answer. Now, Liz, you thought going first was going to be bad because you couldn't think of anything, but now you have to go last and follow up all of that. So, let's hear it. What do you have in store for us, Liz? What does Thon mean to you?
Well, for me, I agree with everything everyone said. I have the same exact mindset with everything. It's Thon has always been about family, and for me, that's like the families we have, but also the families we get when we're involved within the Thon community. Being on a committee and being in Heal, I've met the most amazing people dedicated to so much. And this year, even though it was different, I got to meet people on my committee in DAR. I got to meet people last year in my committee, and to this day, I still see them. They still contact me. I know so many people from my committee last year dancing this year, and they're still spreading all their messages. And I feel like it's definitely like everyone said. It's not just event, it's a movement, and it's not for a specific place, it's for everywhere. And I know this entire week seeing everybody's posts and videos and pictures and everything getting ready for this weekend has made me so excited. As an alumni, not even being able to like be there, like I still get to experience Thon weekend, and I'm so excited and I can't wait. So I don't know, Thon just means mostly it's all about the movement and all about the families. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, with that, guys, we are just at an hour, so we've hit our quota. We're gonna call it a wrap so we can all get to bed, especially Morgan, because she cut all her coffee, so she needs to sleep.
I
So,
need to sleep anyway.
true, yeah, sleeps for the week. I have to do work. I have to do all my work that's due this week, and all my professors are like, "Yeah, it's due Sunday. You can do it after Thon." I'll be like, "No, I can't." So I got a lot of work to do. I'm sure all of you have stuff going on, so we're gonna cut it here. To everyone at home, thanks for listening. To all of you, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, one thing.
One
Can you
thing,
tell everyone where they can find us on weekend before you totally wrap?
where can they find us on
Like
weekend?
tell them like the social media, the live stream.
Ooh, okay. Social
'Cause-
media. We will
Okay, I
be.
got it. It's heal_PSU for our Instagram, and we'll be interacting on there, right? Is that correct, Maggie?
Correct.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
I link the
And
socials in
then
every video. I just don't know what they are off the top of my head.
and then I think there's a live stream.
There.
Basically, if you are in Heal and you have been in Heal, make sure to check out our Facebook group. If you haven't joined it, please do so if you're a Heal alum or something like that. And then other than that, I'll make sure that during like early on in the weekend, I'll post it on my Facebook, and I bet a bunch of other people who are in Heal currently will post it on their Facebook, so you have a chance to see us. That's all I was gonna say, just so that people know where to find us.
You can find the HEALcast at what are the HEALcast socials?
What
the
do you mean?
HEALcast, the HEALcast Instagram is just the HEALcast,
Twitter
and
is-
we'll make sure to post the live stream link on there or
Yeah.
somewhere where you can come find us. And then also our donation, if you would like to donate, there's a place to donate at the bottom of this podcast, or you can also go to heal_PSU to find us and donate through our link there, as well as I'll link that podcast in the HEALcast, or that donation link in the HEALcast Instagram as well. So if anyone would like to donate before Thon, please donate. If you're interested, by Saturday night at midnight if you want it to be credited towards Heal, or noon on Sunday if you just want to generally donate.
Perfect.
That's my spiel. I'm just gonna double check that's our Instagram before we just announce it.
You're good. That's right. I
Too
believe
late
it.
for that now.
It's fine. Okay, well,
Yeah, it's Heal_PSU.
cool. And with that, thanks to each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day, hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Morgan and I can talk for an hour, but it's a lot less entertaining, so it's good to have the five of you. Thanks for sharing your experiences. And yeah, so to everyone at home, thanks for listening along if you're listening, or watching if you're watching on YouTube. This is it. It's crunch time, so Friday through Sunday, hopefully you're able to tune into either Thon's live stream or our live stream. Check it out if you haven't already in previous years. Thon is such an awesome thing. It's so great to be a part of, and I'm glad you all get to be a part of that ride with us. So yeah, until next week, thank you all so much. Keep on dancing.